What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media, coming at you today with my preseason bowl predictions for the 2020-2021 college football season. I'm excited for it. Listen, I know there's a lot of talk. Oh, we might not get a season. We might not. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and guarantee a season, but I also don't want to be sitting here if we get a season and not give you my preseason predictions and previews. So, without further ado, let's get into these bowl predictions. Alright, so the first bowl game I want to predict is the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Look at Florida and Minnesota. Look at Dan Mullen. Really good hire for Florida. At least he's proven it so far. 10-2 last year. Made a bowl game, won against Virginia in the Orange Bowl. Can't really say much about that. Virginia wasn't all that great, but they return a lot of great talent, and especially looking at Kyle Trask, this offense is going to be really loaded. They're going to be a favorite for the East, right behind Georgia, but they'll have a really good chance to win the division. Honestly, I'm really starting to lean more towards Georgia, but I still give them a pretty decent shot. This defense, this offense is going to be locked and loaded and ready to go. So you can expect a lot of great talent this year for Florida. Expect them to make a New Year's Six bowl game. Expect them to be really fired up and ready to go. The Cotton Bowl's an at-large, and you look at Minnesota, PJ Fleck. I'm not sure how long he's been there. But he beat a team like Penn State at home last year, and that was a really good game. Sean Clifford played well, and it came down to the wire, too. The quarterback, Tanner Morgan, I think is his name, played really well, and it came down to the wire. And what I saw in this game, say whatever you want about home field advantage, they had a lot of great talent, and it kind of showed that they can compete in the Big Ten against the biggest of the biggest competition. So they might have a chance to win the Big Ten. I'm not going to count it because of Ohio State, but I would expect them to be a really good team this year. And PJ Fleck is going to, just continue to have some good success. And, I mean, it's slowly happening. But you can expect these two teams to have good seasons and possibly meet up. And then you look at the Fiesta Bowl, Notre Dame and Oregon. Notre Dame, Brian Kelly. Really good head coach. Led Notre Dame to the playoffs a couple years ago, only because they went 12-0. They don't have a conference. But he has proven that he can recruit really well and coach in good games, big games. And you look at a team like Oregon, who can compete in the Pac-12, probably going to be the favorite. Both of these teams are going to be really well. And probably be 10-2 teams. And then looking at the Orange Bowl, LSU, the defending champs, and Coach O. In the Orange Bowl, yep, they lose a lot of talent. Miami's going to be a team, I think that could play some really good football this year. LSU, the defending champs, they lose a lot, but they return a lot too. I don't think they're going to fall off completely. Miami's on the rise just a little bit. Give them credit. Probably expect these two teams maybe 8-4 to 10-2, but expect a good season. Then you look at a Big Ten SEC showdown. A&M and Maryland. Jimbo Fisher and the Aggies against Mike Locksley and the Terps. Maryland got a quarterback. Talia Tagovailoa, transfer. Going to be really good on offense. Of course, Mike Locksley, a offensive-minded coach, can get it going. Talia might be the key to turning it around. Then, one of my favorite bowl games, the Outback Bowl, Michigan-Auburn. Auburn won the Iron Bowl last year. Gus Malzahn's still there for some reason. I don't know. How about Bo Nix? Can he, as a sophomore, have a better year? We will see. I'm very high on Bo Nix. I think he can do great. And then you look at Michigan. Jim Harbaugh can coach defense, offense, whatever. He's great. He just cannot beat Ohio State. These two teams could be 10-2, and it'd be a perfect matchup, I think, too. Then you look at the Peach Bowl, Georgia in Atlanta. Lose Michael Johnson Jr., Penn State, but you got Sean Clifford. How about that? James Franklin, a really great coach, very high on Penn State, very high on him. I want them to make the playoffs. I don't really see it quite yet. In Georgia, going to be a playoff favorite too. Kirby Smart on defense. He's got to figure out offense, though, a little bit with Jamie Newman at quarterback or Carson Beck, whoever. But I think he can do it. I think these two teams will be really good. At least runner-ups in their conference, especially Georgia, could probably win the East. Maybe if Florida wins the East, they'll be second. This is an at-large bowl game, the Peach Bowl. And so I think they'll end up being at-large teams. Then we get to the semifinals, the Sugar Bowl and Rose Bowl. Sugar Bowl. Clemson, the national runner-up, and Trevor Lawrence against Oklahoma. Can they get back to the title and repeat? We will find out. Or not repeat, but you get what I'm saying. Get back to winning a title. Trevor Lawrence struggled last year a little bit, but he can bounce back. This team can bounce back. And Oklahoma and Lincoln Riley looking to finally make a title. Can they do it against Clemson? This is what I predict. I mean, I don't predict them to do it, but I predict them, these two teams to me. I think most likely Clemson could win it. But these teams will win their conferences, I think, be the favorites in their conferences, and will end up making a playoff spot. Question is, where will they be? Jalen Hurts is gone. Spencer Rattler is in. Lincoln Riley has yet to work with a non-transfer quarterback. You'll have to work with a 5-star recruit. Can he figure that out and get this defense in check as well? We'll find out. And the Rose Bowl. My favorite bowl game to watch. Rose Bowl is always exciting. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 3, Bama. Nick Saban and the Tide. Need I say more? They're going to be upset. They're going to be mad. They're going to be fired up and ready to go. Let's do this. It's been 2 or 3 years since they last won the championship. Tua to Devontae. Dylan Moses, a key player to return on defense. This defense, if anything short of perfection, is insane. I mean, it's going to be lit. It's going to be on fire. Expect great defense. Dylan Moses comes back as a leader. He's a very good motivator. He can get them hyped up. Alabama's going to be mad. Ohio State is going to be mad too. I mean, they should have made the title against LSU. They should have. Justin Fields probably could have, should have won the Heisman. Runner-up to Joe Burrow. But, of course, he did not. And why did they not make the playoffs? An interception. But these teams will most likely win their conferences, get in the playoffs, and, be a top 2 or 3 team. And then finally, we get down to it, ladies and gentlemen. Bama Clemson round 5. Got some history, don't they? 2-2 against each other in the playoffs. It's all the same record-wise and everything, I guess. Met in the Sugar Bowl a couple years ago, we know. And, of course, the last time they met 2 years ago. The 44-16 blowout loss. Just sad. If they meet up, you can expect Bama to be mad. It's a revenge game for them. I don't care if it's been 2 years or not. It's a revenge game. And Clemson is just like, we want to do something no one's ever done to Nick Saban and overtake him. Dabo Swinney's looking to do that. And they're also saying, hey, let's get back on top. Because we didn't do that against LSU. We didn't stay on top. We need to get back on top of the mountain in football. And you get the same old Bama-Clemson matchup. There you have it. My 2020 college football preseason bowl predictions. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Comments, always appreciated. Let me know. Tell me why I'm wrong about this stuff. I'll be happy to call you out. As always, and I guess that's pretty much it. Let me know what you thought about it. Where do you have your team going in a ball game? What are your bowl predictions? Definitely let me know. And that's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in today, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, Ballard Sports Media, checking out. Y'all have a good one.